Iran has unleashed fresh missile strikes on Israel, with sirens echoing across Tel Aviv as residents rushed into shelters. Air defenses intercepted most threats, but falling debris still caused damage. In East Jerusalem, a missile fragment tore into a residential building, underlining the constant danger despite limited casualties.
Recently, the fragmenting missile fell and essentially made a direct hit here on the house. The damage here is truly extensive damage. Luckily, I was just a moment away. I'm talking about several such scenes where they fell around the city of Tel Aviv, mostly. Damage only. From this place, one lightly injured woman was evacuated to receive medical treatment. But this is really the place to tell everyone that the fact that we had no casualties in this incident is truly thanks to the public's adherence to the Home Front Command's guidelines. Staying in shelters and safe rooms simply saves lives, as we see here.
From near misses to direct hits, the impact is spreading across Israeli cities. In Nahariya, homes and vehicles were charred after a strike hit a residential area, leaving destruction in its wake. Emergency crews scrambled as civilians emerged from shattered homes, reinforcing how close each strike comes to disaster.
There was a siren. We ran into the house, into the safe room, and then we heard a boom which was right here behind the house. There was smoke here. There was fire, and that's it. The whole house is a mess. Our house, the neighbor's house, hoping for the best. It was a great stroke of luck. What happened was a miracle, an absolute miracle.
In Tel Aviv, life now runs on seconds, with civilians and their pets taking shelter as sirens sound. Inside bunkers, animals are helping calm nerves amid rising anxiety. Even without direct hits, the psychological toll is growing as fear becomes routine.
When they hear the sound of the alarm, they know exactly what they need to do. They walk into the shelter alone and they sit in there. They're a little bit nervous. They want me to touch them, and they're really more touchable than ever.
The war is spilling beyond battle zones into global travel routes. At Newark Liberty International Airport, Americans arriving from Israel described sirens, panic, and flights disrupted mid-boarding. Airspace closures and missile threats have turned evacuation into a race against time.
It's nice. I mean, it's nice there too, but it's a little bit challenging. It's kind of interesting to fly when the airport's full of like U.S. Air Force planes. Not exactly what you usually see, but we got out, and we actually had to get off the plane because there were missiles coming in as we were after we boarded the plane. So we had to get off and get back on.
It was a little bit hectic. We had a siren actually in the airport on the way here, but Baruch Hashem, we got here intact. Yeah.
The conflict, triggered after the killing of Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei, has escalated into a sustained missile war. With Mojtaba Khamenei stepping in and warnings from Donald Trump, tensions remain at a breaking point. Missiles may be intercepted, but the threat never fades, leaving civilians to live between sirens. In Israel, survival now depends on one thing: reaching shelter before the next strike hits.